Hi, it's Safety Steve with DSP. Time for another Safety Short. Today's topic, active shooter awareness. This video is designed to provide you with essential information to help you respond effectively in the event of an active shooter situation. So what is an active shooter? It's a person who's actively engaged in killing or attempting to kill people in a confined and populated area. These incidents can happen anywhere. Places like schools, offices, shopping center, places of worship. So it's critical to understand that these situations are unpredictable and evolve quickly. Your response should be based on the assessment of that situation. So you identified that there's an active shooter. There's three simple things you can do. You can run, you can hide, or you can fight. Let's take these one at a time. Running is your best option. You identify the sound of gunfire and you run away. Keeping in mind to help people as you go, they may need assistance getting out. The one thing you don't need to bring with you is your stuff. The active shooter doesn't want your stuff, they want you. So make sure you get yourself out of the building and run as quickly as you can away from the gunfire towards law enforcement. If you run into law enforcement and they tell you to stop, you absolutely follow their commands. This is not the time to debate. You just stop and show them your hands. They'll tell you to turn around, you turn around. They tell you to run to your right, you run to your right. There's no question. But running is your best option because a moving target is substantially harder to hit. If evacuation or running isn't an option, you'll want to hide. Choose a place that's out of sight from the line of shooter and easy to defend, i.e. you can put tables, chairs, barricades, block yourself in. Make it difficult. In one of the events, somebody sat down on the floor and locked their legs and pushed against the door, and it prevented the shooter from coming into that room. Anything you can do to prevent them from coming in is very, very beneficial for you. They don't have much time. You have as much time as necessary. The other thing I'll suggest when hiding is you don't stare at your cell phone. You turn off any lights you're able to turn off. That makes you harder to detect in the event the shooter does get into your hiding spot. So you find yourself in a safe place, away from the shooter, at least out of their line of sight. Call 911. Relay as much information as you have, whether it's what part of the building you're in, the floor you're on, the conditions as you know them. Plus, 911 can relay back to you, law enforcement, where they are, what's happening, what's going on, any changes. Once you've established contact with the 911 operator, don't hang up. Allow them to, if nothing else, just listen to what's going on, and they can relay information to you. As a last resort, it's you or him. He either broke into your hiding spot or he found you and is now targeting you. Then it's go time. It's kill or be killed. It's very simple. They want to kill you. You have to do things that you wouldn't think you'd want to do. Most of our companies have anti-violence policies. We're not allowed to bring weapons in, which is fine. Look around where you are. If you're in a lunchroom, you're going to have cutlery. You're going to have cups. You're going to have bowls. Hell, you'll have chairs, microwaves, coffee. Anything that you can wield is better than nothing because they're coming in thinking you're going to be hiding under the table. And if you're not hiding under the table, you're ready to actively defend yourself. And there's a group of you. I'm going for the right arm. You go for the left arm. You go for the right leg. It's go time. It literally is life and death. So you want to take it very, very seriously and look at all of your options. My number one recommendation is a fire extinguisher. You've got them everywhere. You grab the fire extinguisher. The guy comes into the room and you literally spray him in the face with a fire extinguisher. It's going to be very, very hard for him to orient a gun while he can't see. If that doesn't work, you take the empty fire extinguisher and you blap him onside the head, knock him down. It is violent. There's no way around this. This guy is trying to kill you. You have to defend yourself. So keep an eye out, looking around wherever you happen to be to look for things that you can utilize. Pens, tape dispensers, staplers, K-cups. I mean, even if it doesn't have any mass to it, just throwing an object at somebody, they have to react. It's a natural human reaction. When somebody throws something at your head, you dodge it. And that messes their ability to aim. Just imagine you're at a carnival game and the duck that you're trying to shoot for a prize is not moving. Infinitely easier to hit than the duck that is randomly moving around. So moving towards the gunman, it sounds kind of silly that you go towards this guy, but you go towards the guy and disarm him as best as you can. And once you remove the gun, don't pick it up. Neutralize the guy. If you happen to have duct tape, tape him down. That's fine. But do not pick up the gun, because when the cops come in, who's the shooter? You're holding the gun. You're likely the shooter. The other thing I'll tell you is when you finally encounter law enforcement, because you will encounter law enforcement, do nothing that looks like a threat to them. So don't point. Keep your hands visible. This is not visible. This is. And whatever they tell you to do, that's exactly what you do. Point. Gun's over there. Gunman's there. We hit him with a fire extinguisher. We taped him down with 7 rolls of duct tape. I don't think he can move. Nothing wrong with that. So being ready for an active shooter is just simply a matter of awareness. Know where exits are. Know how to get to the exit in the event that there's an issue, whether it's a stairwell that locks behind you, whatever it happens to be. If you see somebody who's wearing, let's say, a long, heavy coat in August when it's 100 degrees out, that's not normal. Say something. I'm not saying you got to call the cops, but say something to somebody who's in a position of authority so that they can make the necessary call. If you think an employee, you're about to fire an employee, and you think that they might become violent, why not contact local law enforcement in advance and have them either in the parking lot or ready to assist at any time? There's nothing wrong with getting help when you have somebody that you think isn't right. The other thing I strongly suggest is you make sure all of your doors stay locked during business hours from the outside. Many of these active shooters will walk around a perimeter of a building looking for a door that might have been propped open, let's say by a smoker that goes out and smokes. Those doors need to stay closed at all times. Don't make it easy. It's already hard enough as is. And then if there are people in your office or your work environment, a broken leg, in a wheelchair, maybe we have some provisions. Who's going to help that person as best we can? Lastly, I'll again remind you, you got to leave your stuff. We love our stuff, our favorite coffee mug that our kids made for us or whatever it happens to be. You have to leave it. We want to go get it, not the time. Get yourself out, get yourself safe, secure your area, help other people, and be aware and be prepared, because anything you do beats doing nothing. So if you ever find yourself in an active shooter situation, remember, run, hide, fight. Be alert, stay safe. Safety Steve out.